What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Now, with Wicked coming out this week, I'm of course doing my reviews for 10 musical movies based on a Broadway show. So here's the fifth one I'm doing a review for, and I'm at the fourth one. My bad. The fourth one I'm doing a review for, and that is of course the 2005 musical of The Producers. Now, The Producers came out all the way back in 2005. And itself was obviously also a remake of the Gene Wilder Mel Brooks film from 1967, but it's actually more of a based on the 2001 Broadway musical as well. Now this was directed by Susan Shulman, starring Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane, who obviously was in The Lion King before. You had Will Ferrell, Uma Thurman, John Lovitz was in this. And if you guys don't know much about the story here, it's where like a failing producer named Max Biastock, played by Nathan Lane, and his accountant Leo Bloom, played by Matthew Broderick, scam a group of elderly women out of their nest eggs by convincing them to invest in this offensive third reach theme musical secretly intended to bomb here. And of course, the moment it opens, well, of course, when the high Broadway audiences mistakenly assume Springtime for Hitler is a satire, he Babelside, of course, finds himself with the critical acclaim that has long eluded him in his biggest career. Now, of course, you had some really decent cast members, like, of course, you had Will Ferrell, Uma Thurman, Richard Kind was also in this, Audra Martin. You also had some really decent music in it, like, obviously, the Springtime for Hitler one is pretty good. We Can't Do It. The show goes on goodbye. I mean, of course, this movie came out all the way back in 2005, which not a bad year for musicals. Of course, there was also the Rent film in 2005, The Producers. And while this isn't as good as, let's say, the Gene Wilder one, it's actually a pretty decent one. Of course, Mel Brooks actually produced this, believe it or not, so obviously it has some Mel Brooks saying to it. And it's a really fun one. Definitely about a really cool film about Broadway show business, and of course Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick obviously brought very well, very mixed in the Broadway genre. Obviously, of course, you have Uma Thurman, who's always great. They all sing pretty well too. Like Matthew Broderick, I've always loved Matthew Broderick, and he really plays the part very well. And his chemistry with Nathan Lane, who by the way, it was also cool seeing both of them pop up in Only Murders in the Building, which I thought was cool. But obviously, they also worked together on The Lion King, so they're definitely no strangers to the music genre there. But yeah, if you guys never really seen the 2005 producers, I'd say give it a go. You might enjoy it, or you might not enjoy it either way. But let me know you guys. Have you ever seen the 2005 film The Producers? And so, which are we fan? Are we not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments, favorite songs in it, and which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the original Mel Brooks film, or do you prefer the 2005 version? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Simon Sion.